We welcome you all to this broadcast of Hunterdon Central Television, and today is boys soccer. It is the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. It's the semifinals, and we have the Hunterdon Central Red Devils versus the Hackettstown Tigers. Should be a good one. Central has been on a roll, 10-1, 6-0 in the Skyline Conference, which is first place. They started off red hot, have won their first 8 games, only one loss, and that comes on Monroe. October 5th, losing 2-1. Besides that, they have been outstanding, but they have a big test against Hackettstown. I'm Brad Romano alongside Lucas Reed. Lucas, we're in for a good one.
Yeah, Hackettstown is 12-3 on the season compared to Central, who's 10-1. Hackettstown is currently second in the NJSAC Freedom, while Central is the leader of the Skyline Delaware. And Hunterdon Central, they lost to Monroe earlier in the season, but other than that, they're doing fantastic, Brad. They're 10-1 on the season, having a great run with 8 games in a row, and we should be in for a good one.
Yeah, and these two teams have not met since 2019. To be more specific, October 19th, 2019. Central won that 1-0. Central's 2-1 in the last 3 meetings against Hackettstown. Ironically, the last time these two teams met was the semifinal of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament in 2019. So they're back in the exact same scenario, semifinal, Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. And this Hackettstown team's pretty interesting because they have 2 very good scorers, Ibrahim Ba and Yassine Zoklat. Ba with 23 goals, Zoklat with 17. So when you have 2 of those guys that can consistently score goals on a daily basis, it's going to be hard to stop them.
Yeah, Hunterdon Central doesn't have goal scorers like that, like Ibrahim Ba, who has 23 goals on the season. The most we have is from Michael Cantanzarite, who has 7 goals on the year. I mean, what a comparison, Brad. We have other key players like Chase Reinhardt, one of our best goalies out there. He has 28 saves on the season with 8 games played. And also the other goalie, Carl Pachota, who had 3 saves in 3 games played. We have great goalies, great scorers. Should be a great game.
Yeah, Zoklat and Ba having most of the goals, and that's really most of the goals Hackettstown has. For Hunterdon Central, we don't have as much, but a lot of versatile people. Michael Gatan's right, like you said, 7 goals. Alex Haynes got 5 on the year. A lot of other good players that can score goals at any time needed. So Central has a very versatile team that can compete with this Hackettstown team. Central, one of the best starts they had in years, like we said, starting off with a historically always good program. Hackettstown has not had a losing season in the 2020s as well. So both of these programs have historically been very good. Hackettstown's on a 4-game win streak. Somerville, Peeber, Lenape Valley, and North looking to go to a 5-game win streak. Game will start shortly. See Aiden Murphy, number 3 there for Hackettstown. And here we go, the semifinals of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. It's Hackettstown versus Hunterdon Central. Red Devils versus Tigers. Trying to keep it in. Ball goes out. That was number 11 for Hackettstown. That is Will Garado. 4 goals, 3 points, and 11 assists on the year. Ball goes back in. Here's Central. And look at this. Here's Alex Haynes right off the bat trying to get a goal here. Couldn't set it up a little well. And a whistle blown. That was number 22 for Hunterdon Central. Colby Townsend has 2 goals on the year. Only a sophomore. It's now the goalie for Hackettstown to kick it in. Slide to the midfield. There's Fiala on it. Gets it right to Cantanzarite. Guarded tightly. Tried to get to Jacinto. Could not. Central maintaining it. Cantanzarite gets past 2. Maybe a goal attempt here. A goal attempt. Not in. Barely did not go in, but now it went in. And it looks like that was... Not sure, but that goal went in. Cantanzarite barely didn't get it in. It went in successfully. That's number 22, Colby Townsend, the sophomore, on the goal.
Hunterdon Central right off the bat there, Brad. There was like no time at all. We're only 1 minute and 10 seconds into the game. Already a goal on the board. Colby Townsend, great shot there off the rebound.
Yeah, interesting goal there. Cantanzarite barely missed that goal, but the goal was right in perfect territory for Townsend to just kick that in, and that's what happened. And Townsend kicked it, but he really wasn't the main reason. Hackettstown just couldn't get there in time. Nonetheless, Townsend gets the goal counted for him. An early 1-0 lead for the Red Devils with less than 2 minutes gone on into the game. Hackettstown looks to respond, however. There's number 6 for Hackettstown. That's Javier Osoguera Calderon. Cherniak had it, whistle blown. Seems like Hackettstown will keep it. Number 12 for Hackettstown to kick it in. Ball is far to our left. It's a fight for it, and it goes out. Hackettstown keeps it. Last touch by Central. Here's Alex Hain, has some green ahead of him. Oh, excuse me, that's Simon Fiala with it. Fiala gets it back to Townsend. Scored that goal early. Looks like he lost it for a sec, but is able to get it back. Townsend, oh, he gets hit hard and falls hard. Townsend seems to be down after that. Just a hard hit. Get him back up right away, though. Believe Central will still have that after Townsend fell. They will. Catanza right quickly gets it into Jacinto. German Jacinto tries to kick it to the goal. Oh, couldn't get it. A good setup there by Jacinto. Nothing successfully there. And Hackettstown will get it. Shai Patel, the goalie for Hackettstown, 59 saves on the year so far. One away from 60. Ball near the goal. Cherniak, good job. Cherniak and Christensen done a great job on defense. I do believe that it's Dominic Panicani on defense instead. So Christensen does not seem to be in right now. Panicani is in the role for where usually Christensen is. And Jack Ippolito, number 16. Someone you're really seeing a lot is in for Central as well. So interesting lineup changes for the Red Devils in this game. Ball at midfield now. It's a high kick. Reinhardt bounces off his head. See number 7, Ibrahim Ba. He's right near that goal. He's going to be near that goal. 23 goals on the year. Expect a lot from him.
You see in the net, Brad, that's Carl Pachota. Number 1, the senior for Central. He has 3 saves in 3 games played. Reinhardt's sitting out right now. He's had 28 saves in 8 games played. We saw Pachota play last game in the quarterfinals against Newton. And obviously, they're going to play him again today.
Yeah, so Pachota playing instead of Reinhardt. Unsure if it's an injury or maybe they just put Pachota in over Reinhardt. Either way, Carl Pachota is in now for the Red Devils. There's Townsend right on it. Ball goes to midfield. Jacinto and Townsend are right there, and a slip by Hackettstown. That is number 8, I believe, for Hackettstown. Yep, that's number 8. Central will bring it in. Here's Ippolito with it. Ippolito tosses it in right there for Catanza, right? It goes right back to Ippolito, back to where it was. There's Ba. Ba keeping the ball. Has Ippolito right on him. Good job keeping it. You have to think Central has some sort of defensive plan for Ba, a guy that can just score any time, any moment. Hackettstown's going to reset. Patel is going to kick that out. It looks like Hackettstown will not keep it. Central will. It was last touched by the goalie. It's tossed in. Here's Fiala right back to Cherniak. Cherniak playing more up than usual. Right to Ippolito on our left. Try to set up a Jacinto, couldn't get it. Ippolito trying to keep it in. He does for now. But Hackettstown has it now. High kick. Panicani is right on that. A little too high. Patel able to scoop that up pretty easily. Hackettstown beat North Hunterdon in the quarterfinal round 5-2 to get here. Central beating Newton 2-0. The winner of this matchup will face the winner of Sparta versus Voorhees at the finals. The finals will be played at Warren Hills Neutral's site. Fiala to Panicani. Central now has it. It's a 1-0 lead after the early Townsend goal. Townsend trying to get there, can't. Patel, high kick. Farther from the midfield. Ba had it for a sec, couldn't get control of it, but he's right there. And Bachata gets there in time. And he's going to kick it right in to number 14, Nick Barella. Another player that we don't really see a lot starting. A very interesting lineup that Central has. A lot of guys that usually don't start the game. You have people like Intanzeret Fiala in there. People that are usually in. Townsend plays a lot too. It's an interesting lineup here. It's on our far left. The ball goes out as a fight for it. And something that's been going on today, we've been seeing a lot. Central does a really good job with possession. Central, the main reason they win a lot of these games is they are very good with possession of the ball. For most of the time of the games that Central wins, they are great on defense, keeping the ball on their side, maintaining it, and allows Central to win. A lot of their games being shutouts, and that's a big reason as to why. However, a big corner kick here by Hackettstown to potentially make this a 1-1 game. Great job by Pichata there on the save. And Asinto's just going to kick it out and reset. Great job by Central on the defense, which is something that they do very well.
Yeah, as you were saying, Brad, 6 out of 11 games that we've played this year have been shutouts. We've played almost every game. They've all been shutouts. And if not, then it's been the other team has gotten maybe 1, maybe 2 goals. But Hunterdon Central had the big advantage against almost every single team this year.
Yeah, 100%, as we are now 10 minutes about into this game. If you were just tuning in, it's the semifinal round of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. Hunterdon Central versus Hackettstown, with a 1-0 Hunterdon Central lead. Hackettstown with it now. Goal kick was blocked there by Barella. Good job. And that ball's going to go right to Pachado once again. Great defense by the Red Devils. Here's Panicani now, the junior. Brings it up a bit farther. High kick here. Fiala's right on that. Ball stays in bounds. Fiala's still on it. He's guarded tightly. He kicks it right back, resets. Panicani passes it off to our right to Cherniak, and Cherniak brings it up. He's got ball right on him. Got to be careful. Great move by Cherniak to keep the ball. Oh, had some room for a goal kick there, but couldn't get it. Good effort, though. The ball is going to go out of bounds. So Hackettstown will have it after the goal attempt by Central, and that ball goes out and a whistle blown. Hackettstown now kicks it in. But once again, Bachata is right there and just scoops that ball up. goes up to the midfield. Tanzerite's right on it. He's guarded tightly. Try to get to Townsend. Townsend couldn't get there in time. But Central has it right back. Oh, good kick there, but just too much power. Well, the player for Central was tied guardly by the Tigers, so now the Tigers will have it. Patel kicks it to about the 30. There's Townsend. Hackettstown applying a lot of pressure on defense, what I've been noticing is they are right on the players every single time. Not allowing Central to have many breaks. Viola right back to Townsend. Townsend, high kick, maybe a goal attempt, just a little too inaccurate there. And Patel will now kick it. So we reach the 15-minute mark. 15 minutes gone by in the first half.
A whole lot of back and forth so far in this game so far, Brad. 15 minutes in, and Central's had the slight advantage on offense, holding on to the ball a little bit longer. Hackettstown doing a great job on defense, not allowing anything of it, other than the first goal by Townsend, of course.
Yeah, and that first goal by Townsend, once again, very interesting because Tanzerite barely missed an early goal, but the ball stayed right next to the goal and just allowed Townsend to lightly kick it in, where Patel couldn't really do much, so that made a 1-0 lead, and that could cost Hackettstown later in the game when they're trying to win this game. That goal, only less than 2 minutes in, could be essential. Ball goes out. Last touch by Hackettstown. Central kicks it, throws it in. Tanzerite tosses it in right there. Jason Rosenheim, number 6, also in. Now Hackettstown has some momentum here. Tightly guarded, looking for a goal. But goes right back. Hackettstown's able to keep it, though. But Central, you see, applying that pressure. And now look at this, Central right on it. Great defense. Jacinto has it, and Central now has control just like that. Well, Katazar maybe had some room to run there, but good defense by Hackettstown. So chase for it now, Panicani and Ba. Panicani falls, and a whistle's blown. Looks like the whistle was on Hackettstown, as Central will keep possession. Cherniak brings it up to the midfield. Brings it up closer. He's tightly guarded. And a whistle blown. Looks like the whistle was on Hackettstown, as Central will keep possession of the ball. Yeah, this looks like a big kick opportunity here for Michael Tanzerite. This could potentially make a 2-0 lead for Hunterdon Central. He's got 7 goals on the year. This would be his 8th. Nope, that's Townsend kicking it instead. Nope, Tanzerite kicks it. Good strategic play there, faking out Hackettstown. And great defense by Cherniak. The ball goes up in the air, stopping the fast-paced momentum. Now Central will have it. Ball into the midfield. Cherniak's right on that. Now Central coming up with it. Fialo tries to get it to Townsend. Once again, the defense of Hackettstown doing really good in the closer areas. Cherniak right to Panicani. Jacinto. Can't get it. Once again, the ball just goes right back to Cherniak and resets for Central. No one for Hackettstown's near Cherniak or Panicani, so it allows Central to get that ball every single time it goes that way. And the ball goes out. So Central's going to have it now. Looks like they're setting up. Tosses it in. Barella is guarded tightly and the ball goes out. Hackettstown applying pressure really well, and they've been doing that the entire game, staying really close to Central, not allowing Central to get a lot of breaks. There is a corner kick now, granted. And again, Tanzer's going to kick it in. It's kicked in. A goal opportunity here. I don't think that went in. Yeah, it went behind the goal. I believe Panicani tried to get that in but couldn't. But that was a huge opportunity because Patel was nowhere near that goal. Central could have went up 2-0 there. It remains 1-0. So we are approaching the 20-minute mark. It's still a 1-0 Central lead. Goes to the midfield now. High kick. That's going to go right to Pachata. Tosses it right into Panicani. Cherniak's going to run up to that. Able to get there. Tries to get Cantanza right. Can't. Good job by the Tigers. Ooh, look at that. Panicani and Bob both falling hard, but it looks like Panicani got the worst of that. Both jumped up high in the air. Panicani okay, just a hard fall. Very high distance when they try to get that. And we've seen Boss stay around that midfield in the goal area. He hasn't really went that far into the defense because that's their main scorer, 23 goals on the year. I have to think if Hackettstown's offense can get rolling, Baugh is going to be that number one guy. A high kick from Cherniak. Pedro Menendez now seems to be in the game, number 15. Haven't seen much of him this season, but a great player. Primarily a defender, seems to be playing offense. We've seen Cherniak bring it up a lot of times where he usually won't be near. And Patel able to scoop that up for the Tigers. Fast-paced first half, only 18 minutes about left to go. Quintan's right. He's guarded tightly. He's been guarded tightly the game. A goal attempt here. Great save by Patel. Seeing Quintana score a lot of goals this season, but Patel with the good save, and it remains 1-0.
Seen a lot of goal attempts on Patel. The best way that you can tell who's got the advantage is whose goalie has been used less. Am I right, Brad? So we've seen a lot of action from Patel, but nothing from Pachota. Pachota's just been out there. He's been guarding the goal, but nothing gone to him quite yet. No saves on the day. Patel just had his first. Not a lot of action on Pachota.
Fran Perez and Owen Mayrides both coming into the game. Two players that are guys that you will see everywhere on the field, every single area of the field. They will somehow get there. Mayrides 2 goals, 1 assist, and 5 points on the year. Fran Perez, number 10, 2 goals, 5 assists, and 9 points. So both of them with 2 goals. Mayrides had a goal against Newton in the quarterfinal round. Was a big piece in that win. Grant Frey, we have not seen yet, but the sophomore had his first goal of the year in that game. Mayrides and Frey both having goals. Both big reasons Central are here. Cantanzarite's right on that. He's guarded tightly. Trying to do some moves to get past him, but that Hackettstown defense just applying so much pressure. And the ball's going to go out, and this is what we've been seeing from Central the entire season. Like we said earlier, this is a big reason Central wins a lot of the games they do. Possession of the time possession of the ball, and that's what we've been seeing. We have not really seen a lot of Hackettstown offense. We saw the most of it in the first 10 minutes. Ever since then, it's been all Central. High kick. Looks like Alex Hain is in now too.
Looks like everybody wanted a tripping call there, Brad. A lot of anger from the crowd and, of course, on the field.
Yeah, it looks like maybe there was some tripping penalty there. Nothing called. Penacony high kick. Alex Haynes right on that has 5 goals on the year. Had a big goal against Pingree, one of their biggest wins. Menendez tries to get it, and looks like a whistle was blown there.
Looked like pushing from Hackettstown toward Menendez. Menendez had the opportunity for a header there, and obviously pushing on Hackettstown.
Cantanzarite right to Fran Paris, trying to set him up, just couldn't get there in time, but the ball keeps in bounds. But Patel is able to scoop it up. Almost had a good play there. So we have now reached the 15-minute mark.
Yeah, we just saw there was another trick play on the penalty kicks, Brad. We saw that Menendez was passing it off instead of shooting that one. An interesting play call. See if we can find any more of those play calls from coaches on the sideline.
High kick here across the midfield. Menendez is right on that. Great move between the legs, but can't keep it. Cherniak doing a great job guarding ball. He's going to need to do that the entire game. Alex Hain, high kick. Menendez right on that. Can't get it. Cantanzarite has some room here. Couldn't get the ball in time. Had some open space. And great job by Hackettstown on the defense once again. Javier Oseguera Calderon, number 6, playing very good defense. See him right there at the midfield, tossing it in. Great job by Owen Mayrides. Has 2 people around him. Ball goes out. Ball near the goal now. Pachada. Good job scooping that up. Gonna let everyone get ahead of him. Looks like it'd be a high kick here to midfield. And they reset right back. Cherniak at the midfield now. Keeping it, guarded tightly by number 10. Number 10, Yassine Zokla. He's got 17 goals on the year. Haven't seen much of him on the offensive side. It's really just been Boss staying in that territory. Ball goes out. Whistle blown. Tanzarite can't get a hold of it. Approaching the 10-minute mark now. 1-0 lead still for the Red Devils. Barella to Hayne. Here's Hayne, has some room. And a whistle blown. Number 22 for Hackettstown, John Dara. Maybe a sliding penalty there. Looks like it's going to be a Hunterdon Central. Now Hackettstown will have it. Here's number 12 for Hackettstown. But once again, Central's defense just doing a great job. Hennekandi's right on there to prevent anything from happening. Oh, Menendez had a big opportunity there, couldn't get it, but they still have it, and that's a goal scored for the Red Devils. A 2-0 lead for Hunterdon Central. And Central goes up 2-0. Hackettstown still have not scored. So Central goes up 2-0, and that was number 5, Kevin Miller, the senior, on the goal.
That's a Hunterdon Central Red Devil goal. Kevin Miller on the goal for the Red Devils. Red Devils take 2-0 lead, 9-12.
It's the first goal of the year for the senior Kevin Miller. A 2-0 lead now for Hunterdon Central.
We saw another deflection goal there, Brad, off of the rebound of Menendez. Menendez not able to get the shot off, but Kevin Miller coming in right behind him, able to get the shot right in for Hunterdon Central. 2-0 with 9 minutes left to go in the first half.
Yeah, and Central's doing what they do with a lot of teams. They take so much pressure from Hackettstown. Hackettstown has so much pressure. Central's been on offense for most of the game, wearing Hackettstown out. They wear out a lot of teams. You can see Hackettstown just getting weared out from not being able to go on offense at all, which allows Central to capitalize off of that, and Kevin Miller gets the goal. First goal on the season for the Red Devils. Central 1-2-0 against Newton, already 2-0 now against Hackettstown. Here's Cantan's right with it. Getting past the defender. And that's going to go out. Central going back and forth with the ball right now. Here's Perez on our left. Oh, yeah, and that's a clear whistle blown there. Perez is down. That was number 6 for Hackettstown. Javier Oseguera Calderon. Fran Perez very hard. Gets up now, but that's a whistle on Hackettstown, so Central will have it now. Clock is stopped at 7:01 in the first half. It's a 2-0 lead for the Red Devils over the Tigers. Murat's going to fake kick it in. Perez is going to instead. Can't get anything. The Cherniak is right there, but it's scooped up by Patel.
Another fake play there for the Red Devils. Every penalty kick so far we've seen fake outs and just shots that were not expected. The pass there, another fake. Of course, you wonder if you're going to see more of those, like we said earlier.
Yeah, Cherniak has a goal of the year. Had a goal attempt there, could not get it to go. Limited a 3-0 lead. Nick Barella has it. Goal attempt picked up there by Patel. High up to the midfield now. Over the midfield. Here's Baugh and Cherniak in a fight for it. Look at this. Maybe Hackettstown has some momentum here, but look at that. Fran Perez stops anything from happening. Ball goes to our right. Hackettstown going to toss it in. 5:30 left to play. Very close to a goal. Ooh, a little bit of contact there. Pichata. Didn't look intentional, but that was number 15 for Hackettstown. That is Justin Granados. 2 goals, 4 assists, and 8 points on the year. Pichata gets up. 5:08. The clock's still running. 5 minutes left to play in this first half. Very fast-paced first half. Saw that goal early on from Colby Townsend with less than 2 minutes in play. The other goal came from Kevin Miller just a couple minutes ago. Miller and Townsend with goals today. Cherniak right to Menendez, back to Perez. Perez high kick. Zach Erling now in the game. Whistle blown. And it looks like it's going to stay with the Red Devils. Mayrides kicks it in. And great job by Hackettstown with Cherniak's right there. Keeps it with Central. Mayride's high kick. Patel is right there. Menendez can't keep it in, so now Hackettstown will have it. Maybe an opportunity here for Hackettstown. Have not seen much of them on offense. Granados is going to toss it in. Right to Baugh, who's guarded tightly. And Central last touched it, so Hackettstown will keep it. See a lot of players right around Baugh. It's been their game plan on defense to just make sure that he is not near any goal opportunities. Granados high kick, Machado's right there. Final minutes here, reaching a 2-minute mark.
Hunterdon Central been dominant on offense all day, but more importantly, they've been dominant on defense, and a big reason for that is Lucas Cherniak holding on to the ball and always there when the ball seems to go downfield, able to get it back into Hunterdon Central possession.
Fran Paris had it, a whistle blown. Looks like Hackettstown will now have it. It's a high kick near the goal. Good job by Perez. Bounces off his head. And nothing will happen there. Just over a minute left to play in this first half. Once again, this is the semifinal round. It looks like a corner kick here for Hackettstown. Granado's going to kick it in. A big opportunity here for the Tigers to try to get a goal before the first half ends. Corner kicks up. Great job by Pachada. And Cherniak's right on that and kicks it way ahead. Great job by the Red Devils defense. So the ball will go out. Corner kick defense really well for Hunterdon Central. Big opportunity there for the Tigers to make it 2-1. Hackettstown will still have it. The time is ticking, though. Got to hurry up. Ball goes out. That was Alex Hain on it. 40 seconds left. Final 20 seconds. See if Central can do anything here. Hackettstown defense applying pressure. Granados has some room. Here's Baugh with it. Trying to get a last-second goal here. Baugh has 10 seconds to work with. He's guarded tightly. And that goes in. Wow. Baugh gets the goal right before the first half ends to make it a 2-1 game. Ibrahim Baugh on the goal. That's his 24th on the year. 24 goals in just 16 games for Baugh. And that was a 2-1 lead with 4 seconds left, and that's just unfortunate for Hunterdon Central.
And he's keeping the streak going. He's had one goal in every single game except one this year, Brad, along with Yassine Zoklat, who's had a goal in every game. Baugh has had a goal in every single game except for one,
Yeah.
including today.
So it would have been 2-0, but in the final 10 seconds, Ibrahim Ba gets the goal with 4 seconds left at 24 goals on the year now. Central still leads 2-1. Stay tuned. Semifinals action. Red Devils versus Tigers. We are back here for second half action. Is the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament is the semifinal round between the Hunterdon Central Red Devils and the Hackettstown Tigers. Hunterdon Central, the 1 seed in the tournament. Hackettstown, the 4. And it is a 2-1 lead for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. Earlier on, in less than 2 minutes in the first half, Colby Townsend got a goal for the Red Devils. Kevin Miller scored the next. And it would have looked like it was going to be 2-0 going into halftime. In the last 10 seconds, Ibrahim Ba scores a great goal to get them on the board. So 2-1 Hunterdon Central. But, Lucas, we've seen Central really just wear out Hackettstown the entire first half.
Yeah, Brad. The winner of today's matchup will advance to the finals at Warren Hills and will take on the winner of Voorhees versus Sparta. Hunterdon Central looking to get the win, 2-1 today, and they're 10-1 on the season. They're playing Hackettstown, who's 12-3. Hunterdon Central has had the advantage on offense and defense in the first half, nonstop. Especially Lucas Cherniak on defense. He's been doing a fantastic job out there.
Yeah, Ibrahim Ba now 24 goals on the year for him. He has had a great season. Only one game where he did not score a goal. But now Central seems to start off with it. Second half will start very shortly. Tanzarite's right on the ball. And here we go. Second half coverage of Central versus Hackettstown. Semifinal Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. And the ball goes out. Michael Petcha, number 3, is in. Didn't see him. Brian Grubb, number 2. Both of these guys. Now Luke Christensen also in. A lot of players we didn't see in the first half are now in the second half. Dylan Michalski is also in as well, a junior. Goal attempt here, and that goes in. Wow. That was Fran Perez on the goal. Looks like he hit it with his knee, and it just went right in. Or no, that wasn't Fran Perez. I think that was Michael Cantanzarite. It was Michael Cantanzarite. Yeah, number 13 on the goal. That's his 8th goal on the year. And yeah, Lucas, looks like that just went right off his knee.
Yeah, Patel had no chance at that one. I mean, he was ready to get the ball, but was a little too far out in front. And, of course, Central was able to just power through. They were able to push right on through and kick it right off of his knee into the goal.
So Cantanzarite's got 8 goals on the year now after that goal. And Central now once again up by 2 goals. So Hackettstown trying to get an offense now, respond back. They got to quickly because this is once again a Central team is just going to wear the opponent out. Stay on offense for the entire game. Keep possession of the ball. It's what we saw in the first half. And this game could easily be 3-0 right now. In both halves, Central gets goals in less than 2 minutes. Colby Townsend in the first half, Cantanzarite in the second. Both very early goals for the Red Devils in both halves. Ball in goal territory now for Hackettstown, but Mayrides kicks it far out. Looks to reset. Good job by Alex Hain keeping that in. Hackettstown kicks it to their side. They keep it in. Here's Ba with it. Ba has the 1 goal for Hackettstown. And the ball goes out. Now Central coming. Here's Zach Hurling. Hurling now can Tanzerite with it. Had the last goal. No, that's Fran Perez with it. Oh, that was Tanzerite. Now here comes Zach Hurling for Central. And it looks like he got tripped there. That's going to be a whistle on Hackettstown. Clock stopped at 36:34. About 4 minutes gone by in the second half. Look at this. It looks like Central is going to be awarded a kick here. Zach Hurling is going to kick it. This will make it a 4-1 lead for the Red Devils. A huge opportunity here. Patel, the goalie. Hurling's goal attempt is good. Zach Hurling on the goal makes it a 4-1 lead for the Red Devils, and the Red Devils are rolling here. Zach Hurling on the goal, number 24. A great goal by Hurling.
Hunterdon Central off to a hot start in the second half. A lot of back and forth in the first half. Able to get the 2 goals already in the second half, and we're not even 5 minutes in. Hunterdon Central rolling on offense and, of course, defense, not allowing anything from Hackettstown.
Yeah, great job by Hurling. That's his first goal on the year. So both Kevin Miller and Zach Hurling scoring their first goals on the season. The other 2 coming from Townsend and Tanzerite. But Central seems to be running away with this game. Here comes Perez. Grubb was right on that. Couldn't get it. Tanzerite keeps it alive. Somehow was keeping it for a while, but Hackettstown's going to reset. Oh, almost got the goal there. Looks like that was Fred Paris. That was. Barely misses it. Looks like it hit the goalpost. That would have made it a 5-1 lead. But it remains 4-1. Central still has it. Look at this. Ball has some room. He scored the 1 goal for Hackettstown. And a whistle blown. That looks to be on Central.
Ba was rolling there. He was moving downfield fast. 2 players for Central on defense, rolling right with him, but Ba almost ran away with it. 100 Central defensive there. Only thing they could do was trip him there. Now a shot opportunity for Hackettstown.
Yeah, big opportunity here for Hackettstown. That's number 13. No, that's number 8 for Hackettstown. That's Michael Morella. Has 2 goals on the year. This would be 3. Little too light ball. Almost had something there, but good defense by the Red Devils. Ball goes to midfield now. Oh, great moves here by Fran Perez. Bringing it up the field. Perez, there is Owen Mayrise. Kicks it right back to Panicani. Panicani's back in. Christensen was in, but Panicani comes back in. Zach Hurling right on it. Had the last goal for Central. Couldn't keep it in, goes out. 5 minutes gone by in this first half. It's a 4-1 lead. Hunterdon Central leads. Patel high kick. Ooh, Hayne had it, but he's tripped there. Slipped. Cherniak right back to Penacani. And that whistle's going to be in Central once again. It's the second time Baugh has had a whistle on him. Ball's just so quick with it. Tanzerite trying to get up to it, but the whistle is in Hackettstown favor. Michael Morella, number 8, is on the ball right now. Hackettstown trying to get something. Once again, just good defense by Central. And it looks like a whistle was blown. Kicks up in the air for Hackettstown. Good defense by Michael Pecha. And now Perez has some room. Look at this. Baugh. Oh, almost had a goal opportunity there. Grubb was trying to kick it right back to Bachata, but Baugh was right there. I don't think Brian Grubb realized that. Fortunately, Baugh couldn't get anything there. Lucky for the Red Devils, it remains 4-1.
Pachota, just great defense there, getting right in front of the ball and not allowing Baugh to even get a kickoff. Pachota, great defense, shows how great of a goalie he can be in position for Chase Reinhard, the starting goalie.
Now here comes Penacani with some room ahead of him. Tanzerite keeps it alive, can't keep it, and a whistle blown. With 31:45 left to play, almost reaching the 10-minute mark. Seems to be talking things over right now. And Hackettstown will kick it high over the midfield. Now goes back to the midfield. It's like Brian Grubb is down right now for Central. Yeah, it looks like Brian Grubb, he fell hard on the ground there for Central. Is not getting back up yet.
Yeah, it almost looked like he got kicked really hard there. We can't remember who it was, but Grubb got pegged, and you can hear it from here. It was just really loud.
Yeah, game will resume after everything gets taken care of. There's 31-13 left on the clock. And we will be back once the game resumes. So Brian Grubb on his own 2 feet walking out. Kevin Miller coming in for Hunterdon Central had a goal in the first half to make it a 2-0 lead for when it was. Central will have it now. Petra will toss it in. Ball goes out. Patel scoops it up.
A lot of back and forth here today, Brad. Hunterdon Central has had the advantage on offense, holding onto the ball a lot longer.
And that's going to be a goal scored for the Red Devils to make it a 5-1 lead. Central just seems to be running away with this game. 5-0. And they've had 3 goals scored in the less span of 10 minutes. Central is on fire, Lucas.
And that was Michael Contanzarite on the goal, his second of the day. Hunterdon Central was rolling. As I was saying that we had the advantage on offense, Michael Contanzarite out of nowhere gets the shot off. Patel had no opportunity to save that one. Contanzarite rolling today along with Hunterdon Central's offense.
So a 5-1 lead now, and it's only been 10 minutes into the second half. Fran Paris trying to get there in time, just couldn't. Still able to somehow manage to be on there. It's back and forth between both teams. Mayride's on it now. Contanzarite tried to keep it in, but couldn't. It's head up in the air. Once again, Contanzarite can't keep that in. Look at this. Baugh trying to get another goal. Has the 1 goal for Hackettstown. He's guarded tightly. And a good job by Cherniak to stop anything from happening. Ball's out right now. Now here's Penacani. Penacani has some room ahead of him. Miller. Bringing it back. Right back at Cherniak. And the ball goes out, trying to get it in the goal, but Patel right there to stop it. It's at the midfield. Mayrides resets and kicks that out. About 15 minutes have gone by in this first half, second half. Now Hackettstown on offense, trying to get something to come back. Now Central will have possession. And Luke Christensen is coming in now for Luke Cherniak. So Christensen and Panicani will be the defenders. Laying in the back. .25 minutes left to play in this second half. Mayride's high kick. Fiala's right there. But Patel's right there as well. And a whistle blown. Hackettstown will have it now. Baugh tries to get on it and a whistle blown. It's like Hackettstown was offside, so Central will take possession. Cantanza right back to Pecha. Pecha trying to keep it in. Good job at keeping it in. It's kicked over to the goalie. Great catch by Patel there. Patel's going to toss it out. And a whistle blown. Seems that it's going to be on Mayrides for Central, and Hackettstown will have it now. Good job by Hackettstown preventing anything from happening. There's Baugh right on it. And another whistle blown. Approaching the 20-minute mark, about 22 minutes gone by so far. Excuse me, 18 minutes gone by so far. Another whistle's blown. Fiala went down there. Hackettstown will have it now. Goal attempt here from Hackettstown, and it hits the field goal post. Remains 5-1.
One of the first shot opportunities we've seen in the second half from Hackettstown. Hunterdon Central still dominant. Like we said, 3 goals in this half alone. Nothing yet in the later parts, but Hunterdon Central dominant on both offense and defense. Defensively, they haven't allowed anything.
Look at this. Fiala has room to run. Goal attempt here. Does not get it, just a little off. Fiala had a lot of room there. Could have got it, but it remains 5-1. And look at that. The goal went in for Hackettstown. Pachado went down, and that seems to be a goal. I'm not positive who scored that. I believe Baugh last touched it. If so, that's his second goal of the game with 25. It was hard to see who scored that, Lucas.
Yeah, Ba was the only one around for Hackettstown. Central had a defender out there, and Pachota got hit hard. He was down on the ground for a little while, up and running again. Good to see. But it looked like if anybody scored that one, it would have been Ba.
Yeah, so that would have been the second goal of the game for Baugh. 25 on the year now. Machado went down, and Baugh basically just had wide open range to score. And it went in. So Hackettstown out of it yet. Still a 5-2 lead for Central, but nowhere near over. Although 20 minutes left to go, Hackettstown is going to have to hurry up. Kevin Miller's on it. Has a goal in this game. Had it in the first half, and that goes in. And I was either Timmy D'Alessandro or Kevin Miller that scored that. Both of them looked like they had possession. And that was number 12, Timmy D'Alessandro, on the goal. And now a 6-2 lead for the Red Devils. That's the first goal of the year for Timmy D'Alessandro.
And what a shot there. That was Kevin Miller who shot it, but then D'Alessandro right in front of him bumped it off of his head and right over Patel, the goalie. A great play there from Hunterdon Central, making it 6-2 with just under 20 minutes left.
Yeah, Hackettstown scored that goal, but Central responds right away. D'Alessandro gets it in a 6-2 lead now for the Red Devils. Up by 4 goals with 20 minutes left. Townsend has some room to run. Here's Menendez in a foot race. And a whistle blown. Believe that was on Central. Yep, it was. So Hackettstown will have it now. Kick high up. Ball has the 2 goals for Hackettstown. They're trying to make it a 6-3 game. Good defense by the Red Devils. Hackettstown's going to throw it in here, trying to get their 3rd goal on the day. But the ball will go right back out. Oh, goal barely misses for Hackettstown. Ball had a great kick trying to set someone up, but it could not get set up. Remains 6-2. Mihalski could have set at Miller there. Miller just didn't turn in time, and whistle blown here. And it's going to be on Central, it seems. Hackettstown will have it now. Ball's tossed in. Here's D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro just had the latest goal for the Red Devils. Patel scoops that up. High kick up to midfield. Here's Menendez. Menendez. Try to set up D'Alessandro. Couldn't get it. Approaching the 15-minute mark. About 15 minutes left to play in the game. Almost a goal scored. Couldn't get it. There's Fiala with it. It's up to midfield, and it goes out. And we have now 15 minutes left to play in this game. Lucas, it's a 6-2 lead for Hunterdon Central. Hackettstown's going to have to go quick.
Yeah, Hackettstown has been a little bit slow, you could say, on offense. They haven't gotten the ball a lot, but that's mostly because of Hunterdon Central's defense. We've said it all game. They've been nonstop. I mean, Lucas Cherniak, Nick Barella, they're all out there. They're doing a fantastic job on defense. But Pachota hasn't seen a lot of action in the goal. He's only had 3 games played on the year, and this is a perfect game for him because he has not played a lot. He hasn't seen a lot of action. That's mostly because of Hunterdon Central's defense. They're doing a fantastic job. and especially on their offense. We've seen 4 goals in the second half alone, which is fantastic. Shows good promise going into next week's game, hopefully.
Yeah, if unless Hackettstown can go quick and score some goals here, Central's done a great job. We've seen more of Hackettstown's offense, but Central's defense has just been lights out as well. Cantanzarite has 2 goals today. Zach Hurling has 1. Kevin Miller has 1 as well. Timmy D'Alessandro and Colby Townsend all have goals today. For Hackettstown, Ibrahim Ba has both, 25 goals on the year now. Looks like a big kick here for Hackettstown. A goal here, make it 6-3, still down 3 goals, but perhaps give them the momentum booster that they need right now. Kick is up. And that's not going to go in. Ball is going to go out. It's a high kick to the midfield. Goal attempt here. And that's going to go in for the Red Devils after a back-and-forth exchange between both teams. The goal goes in. It is a 7-2 lead now for Hunterdon Central.
Hunterdon Central is just rolling right now. Make it 7-2, and we're not sure who scored that one, but Hunterdon Central nonstop on offense.
Yeah, just so many goals scored in this second half for the Red Devils. That's the 5th goal of the second half for Hunterdon Central. I'll make that 7-2. And once again, Central's just running away with this lead. There was 2 people on the goal area. D'Alessandro was one of them. I believe Mahalski was the other. .11:30 left to play in the second half. So Jack Ippolito keeps it in right to D'Alessandro. There's Jason Rosenheim, number 6. And look at this, plenty of room to run for Granados. Granados only has Christensen on him. Granados keeping it. Has a lot of too many defenders on him and just can't keep it. Good effort by Granados to try to get a 6-3 game now.
Yeah, Brad, it looks like that last goal didn't quite count for the Red Devils. We didn't see a kickoff afterwards.
Yeah, it looks like the goal did not count, so it's going to remain 6-2 instead. As we approach the 10-minute mark, there are 10 minutes left to play in this game. It is a 6-2 Hunterdon Central lead. Hackettstown's got to hurry if they still want any chance to get back in this. There's Nick Barella at the midfield, right to Jack Ippolito. Right back to Christensen. Won't be surprised if Central just slows the pace here. Already up 6-2. You don't need to do much on offense. Just want to keep the clock going as much as you can. Sounds said to Christensen. There's D'Alessandro right there on it. Had a goal and has a goal in this game. Ball goes out. It's going to be a kick from the corner here. It looks like it's going to be Hackettstown. No, it's going to be Central. A Central corner kick. Rosenheim will be the corner kicker, waiting for him to get up there. Another goal here and make it 7-2. Corner kicks up. Menendez right on that. Bounces off his head. Can't get it. Goes out. 8:40 left to play. And Lucas, if you're Hackettstown, you just got to get anything at this point. Down 6-2 with about 8:30 left. There's not much you can do.
Yeah, Hackettstown has got to get the momentum going. They got to start scoring and scoring quickly. Hunterdon Central not allowing any shots to go off. Goalies for Hunterdon Central have not seen any action today whatsoever. Hunterdon Central has had the ball almost the whole game. It is all Hunterdon Central.
And both of Hackettstown's goals from Ba really not on Pichata as much as people would think. Pichata on the second goal, fell, allowing Ba to get that. The first goal, Ba kicked it right up with 10 seconds left and went in, surprisingly. So a 6-2 lead with both of them from Ba. Ba has 25 goals on the season now. Hackettstown will now have it. They're going to toss it in. Trying to make it 6-3. Good defense by the Red Devils. The ball stays in for now, but it goes out. And Granado's last touched that, so nope, looks like Menendez last touched it instead. It's going to be a corner kick, actually, for Hackettstown. Another opportunity here for the Tigers. Granados will be the corner kicker. He's going to kick it to the side instead. Now Central has a lot of room ahead of them. Here comes Pecha, gives it right back. Pecha has so much room ahead of him. It's him and Patel. And the goal bounces off the goalpost, barely not going in. And Patel just dives for it, scoops it up. Almost another goal there, Lucas.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity for Pecha. I mean, there were 4 or 5 guys around him. Patel, just fantastic job on defense, able to get there at the perfect time. He fell down, able to get back up right on it. And Hunterdon Central, loss of an opportunity there. They were going to make it 7-2, still 6-2. Plenty of room, and there's still plenty of time left to maybe get another one up on the board. 6:30 left in the game.
Yeah, that goal barely missed, hit the goalpost, went right out. Still had time after that to get another goal, but Patel saw it and dived right on there, scooped it up. 6:37 left to play as the clock is ticking. Clock stopped for now. Went on a bounds. A whistle was blown. It looks like Hackettstown will have possession now. A lot of players lined up to midfield. Might be going to the midfield. So Patel will scoop it up. Ball goes past the midfield. Panicani and Ball are right on that. Ball has both goals for the Tigers. New goalie for Central. German is Cinto right on that, playing good defense. Stays with Hackettstown for now. Menendez right on it with Granados. Good job by Granados keeping it in. Goes back to the midfield. Hackettstown keeping possession, trying to get it on their side and keep another goal, but Central's defense applying so much pressure, not allowing anything. Ball goes through the field goal post, and it will go out. 5:20 left to play. It's Luke Christensen kicking it up. Here's Nick Barella. High kick. Ball goes out. Central has it now. There's Townsend. Townsend had that first goal very early on to the game. Hackettstown still applying pressure. Central has 4 minutes left. Don't really need to score much. You just got to play defense. Apply pressure. Whistle blown here. Yeah, Lucas, as the clock ticks, there's just not enough time, it seems like, for Hackettstown. It seems like Central's just running away with this.
Yeah, Hackettstown, not much of an opportunity unless they get plenty of shots off. I mean, you haven't seen a lot of shots from them. Hunterdon Central had a couple. A lot of them were lucky, but a lot of rebounds. Hunterdon Central been dominant all game. Hackettstown, in order to get any chance here, they need to start shooting at the goalie, our backup goalie, it looks like, right now. Hunterdon Central has a big opportunity to get the win here today, making them 11-1 on the season.
3:30, under 3:30 left to play now. It's again, the winner of this matchup plays Voorhees or Sparta. Voorhees versus Sparta, the other matchup going on in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. We then go to the finals at Warren Hills neutral site. Hackettstown will toss it in. Goal attempt. Picked up easily there by Central's goalie, number 49. It's Evan Schaffernick, the goalie. Haven't seen much of him. It's been really Bachata and Reinhardt. Schaffernick takes it right to Panicani. About 2:30 left to play. Panicani kicks right back to Schaffernick. Kicks right to Barella. Ball goes out. Hackettstown just trying to get in the goal to get right back into, just try to get back into this game, do as much as they can. 1:50. The clock's still ticking. Dawson. Whistle blown. That was German Cinto and number 8, Michael Morella. Approaching the final minute of this game. Catanzaro 2 goals, Timmy D'Alessandro 1, Zach Hurling 1, Kevin Miller 1, Colby Townsend 1, all with goals today. Schaffnernick scoops that up. And with this minute, Central is going to win 6-2. They will take on the winner of Sparta versus Voorhees, advance to 11-1. This is the second time in a row that Central has gone to the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. Last season, they won it against North in the finals. They look to win it for the second time in a row, Lucas.
Yeah, Hunterdon Central making a statement here today, ready to go back to the Hunterdon Warren Sussex finals. And Hunterdon Central, like I said, a great statement here today.
And look at that, another goal scored. That's the second goal of the game for Timmy D'Alessandro. Just another statement there, 7-2 with 33 seconds left. And what will very likely be the last goal of this game. A dominant performance, Lucas, from Hunterdon Central all around, more specifically in the second half. So many goals scored for the Red Devils. It was 2-1 going in, now 7-2. It's been all Central today, Lucas, complete domination.
Yeah, Hunterdon Central's defense did a fantastic job today, not allowing any shots from Hackettstown. The only shots we allowed were from Abraham Ba, who had 2 goals on the game. 2 of them were very lucky, to be honest. Nothing against him, but Hunterdon Central's defense, fantastic today, nonstop, very dominant.
Final 20 seconds here, see what happens. Hackettstown trying to get a goal. Ball's on it. Ball, the only person with goals for Hackettstown today. Gonna go kicked out. Final 10 seconds. Final 5. And as the clock ticks, that's going to do it. The Hunterdon Central Red Devils will beat the Hackettstown Tigers 7-2. Catanzaro, D'Alessandro, Hurling, Miller, and Townsend all with goals. A dominant performance today. They will advance to the finals. They will take on the winner of 2-seed Sparta versus 3-seed Voorhees. They will be in Warren Hills for the finals of the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. That's going to do it for this broadcast. Stay tuned. Field hockey up next. Thank you for watching.